In today's video, we'll talk about some of the best picks in the solo queue for Season 31. These heroes were chosen based on the official data from the developers, original server and advanced server updates, and also feedback from former and current Immortal players. These heroes were grouped according to their primary roles officially listed in the game, not the lanes nor areas they are ideally played in, and are not sorted according to how good they are, since a lot of them are equally effective. And finally, we'll also share some recommendations for each hero that will certainly help you gain more wins. If you want more content like this, be sure to leave a like, share, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. Kufra is a super adaptable tank who loves taking the fight to the enemy. His second skill throws a wrench in the plans of blink-happy heroes and dashers, making them think twice before diving in. He's like a Swiss Army knife for tank roamers, packing everything you need: tough as nails defense, a toolbox of crowd control like slows, airborne, and even stuns, and a surprise ultimate that can work with flicker to punish those overly mobile enemies. Minotaur's reign won't be easily challenged, thanks to his ultimate's incredible reach. He's the king of crowd control right now, with the biggest area of effectability in the game. This makes him a beast for both dominating team fights and turning things around when your team's behind. Even his first skill packs a punch, flinging enemies into the air in a huge area and making him a force to be reckoned with the moment the game begins. Barat's received a buff making it easier for him to not just maintain stacks, but also gain stacks. His basic attacks can now gain stacks for him, and the defense increase per stack was also dramatically improved. In addition to that, his second skill is now easier to use since you can manipulate its direction based on where Barat's is. And yes, that works while the missiles are pinned to the ground. And finally, the icing on the cake, his ultimate. Instead of Barat's pinned on one location while channeling, you can now cast his ultimate from a distance, since he will quickly charge towards your desired location. Same as before, he is still immune from most control effects while channeling. Brody's got some serious sharpshooting skills. He packs a punch like a cannon, can zip around like a cheetah, and can stun any knucklehead who gets too close in his tracks. This makes him pretty slippery when ganks come his way. Bruno packs a serious punch. Not only does he deal massive critical damage, but his kit is versatile too. He can zip around the battlefield, stun enemies in their tracks, and send them back when needed. Plus, his long-range attacks make him a tough opponent on the gold lane, making most other marksmen matched against him weak. While Won might start slow, watch out once she levels up and grabs a couple damage items. She transforms into a real thorn in your side, dealing serious hurt. Adding to the trouble, her cleansing skill means pinning her down's a real headache. And if she nails her ultimate, she becomes nigh untouchable. Bauman just got a powerful upgrade. His second skill now has partial control immunity. That means even if enemies stun him or knock him up, his spinning attack keeps going, dishing out damage the whole time. Not to mention, he gets a burst of speed when he starts spinning, making him super slippery and hard to corner. This buff definitely makes Bauman a force to be reckoned with. Arlot's a beast in the fighter carry role, thanks to his killer passive. His second skill not only dashes between enemies, dealing massive damage, but also heals him up a bit. This makes him a clutch hero, as the dash can't be stopped, giving him a short burst of protection. He even hits hard without a ton of damage items. 2 or 3 are usually enough. Plus, his skill-based healing lets him skip Bloodlust Axe and grab items that boost his offense or defense, making him even more versatile. Guinevere is still a top pick in the meta, thanks to a recent upgrade to her second skill. It's much harder to escape her now because she stuns before launching enemies into the air. This makes her a powerhouse in team battles. You don't even need to unleash your full combo to be a key player as Guinevere. Her second skill is that good. Sure, she got some small nerfs, but we don't think they'll knock her off the throne anytime soon. Alice has rocketed to the top of the hero charts after her recent buff. She's become a real pain to deal with thanks to her improved ability to lock down enemies and slow them down to a crawl. The real game changer, though, is her upgraded ultimate. Now, every time she hits a non-minion unit, she gets a cooldown reduction on her other skills. Talk about unstoppable. We gotta admit, the buff might be a bit overkill. Alice is already ridiculously versatile, able to dominate any lane. But in our book, she shines brightest as either a jungler or a roamer, thanks to that sweet cooldown reduction mechanic. So, if you're looking for a hero who can take enemies down a peg and keep them locked down, Alice is your new best friend. Just brace yourself for some serious team fights. Lilia isn't just a damage machine, she's a team player too. Her second skill is a game changer, letting her strategically control enemy movement by placing traps in different spots. Plus, her ultimate is an outplay masterclass, rewinding her health, mana, and even position back to 4 seconds ago. So if you're looking for a powerful teammate who can dish out the hurt and control the battlefield, Lilia's your girl. Lunox is a real powerhouse. This mage packs a punch, easily taking down most heroes with her explosive damage and flexible skills. Sure, she might have a high learning curve, but in the right hands, she can carry the whole team and drop enemies like dominoes. Thanks to her recent tweak, switching between her Order and Chaos forms feels smoother than ever, opening up even more ways to dominate the battlefield. Matilda stands out as a top support thanks to her powerful skill set. While she might not be the most popular choice, her contribution to successful ganks remains crucial, regardless of the current meta. What truly shines is her versatility. She can switch between playing as an aggressive roamer who dishes out hefty damage, or a roaming support who sets up ambushes like a pro. Diggy shines against control-heavy heroes. His ultimate is the bane of control effects, basically shutting down some heroes entirely. He is pretty flexible too. You can choose to either play him with more magic items for more powerful bombs, or more defensive items in order to last longer on the battlefield. Even after death, his passive lets him scout the map, making him valuable for vision control alive or dead. Faramus is a powerful hero who can completely change the game in an instant. His ultimate ability acts as a guardian angel for his entire team, shielding them from the clutches of death. He's also not lacking in offense. His first skill drags enemies closer, making them prime targets for his devastating second skill. Whether you choose to unleash his potential in the mid lane or roam the map, Faramus can be a truly deadly force to be reckoned with. Nolan is a burst damage powerhouse, unleashing devastating attacks in quick succession. His low skill cooldowns turn him into a battlefield blur, leaving enemies confused and battered. His passive adds insult to injury, dealing major damage while slowing and drawing foes towards him. Joy is a highly mobile assassin with excellent damage output. Her agility allows her to move around the battlefield swiftly, taking down multiple enemies at once. Additionally, her cleansing ability makes her difficult to control, posing a significant challenge for most heroes. Fanny's a powerhouse who can dominate the game solo if you master her. She's a terror even at level 2, taking down heroes with ease. Her cable tech grants her unmatched mobility, zipping around the map like nobody's business. Now, her reliance on the jumble buff can be a pain, and she doesn't have crowd control skills. But honestly, with her insane mobility and damage, who needs control when you can just melt everyone anyway? There you go, those are the heroes that we think will leave a mark in Season 31. What do you think? If you were to replace some of the heroes here, who would it be, and who would you replace it with? Leave your thoughts on the comments section below, and if you haven't yet, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Stay safe everyone. Peace.